Hi guys, welcome to Verbling. My name is Hina and this is a 2-hour block of classes with me. As you can see, I am sitting in a different setting from where I usually am. That's because I'm at home. I'm in the lobby of my building and if there's a little bit of noise, I apologize for that. It will go away really, really soon. Okay, so today's class right now, we are going to be talking about kitchen vocabulary. Right. So right now we have in class with us Idris. Idris, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome. How are you?
I'm fine.
That's awesome. Your voice is breaking up just a little bit. So
Hello, hi, Idris.
hi, Vaughn.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is this your first time on Verbling, guys? So Vaughn
Yes,
and
this
Idris.
is my first time.
That's awesome. So
No,
welcome.
it's not the first time.
For Idris? Okay, it's not his
It's not
first
the first
time.
time.
Okay. And what about Gino? Hi, Gino.
Hi, Miss.
Hi.
My English is very beginner. Just, I just, uh,
Just started learning.
learn. Yes.
Perfect. That's okay. This is not a difficult class. It's not even intermediate. I would say it's like between beginner and intermediate vocabularies, and we're going to be learning about stuff in the kitchen. So I think this is the right class for you. Okay. Is this your first time on Verbling, Gino? Is this your
No?
first time on Gino?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not my first class. I was the class ago.
Okay, all right. So you're familiar with it. That's awesome. Okay, so lots of new students. That's awesome. I think this is a good class to start off with for all the new students. Welcome, old students.
Hello.
Hi, Norbert. Hi, Jarno. Jarno, tell me you got your reservation back before I
Not
open
yet.
a can of. Oh, I have to email them again. Okay, so let's see. Welcome everyone. I'm just going to say that I am not at the office today, which is why the setting is a little different. Who knows what a heat stroke is? Heat stroke. Heat stroke. Tell me what that is.
When the weather is so hot and then you just die.
Okay, before you die, you get sick, all right? So I don't know if you guys know, but in the Verbling office, when it's evening time, the sun shines right on me like this. And there are no blinds, and I have been getting heat stroke every week, which is why I've been sick a little bit last week and the week before. So I do not want to get sick again because I want to teach my classes. So I've decided to teach here in the dark lobby of my building until I get okay. All right, which is why I'm not at the office. I just wanted you guys to know. Ooh, Norbert, how did you do that?
I use the Hangout toolbox.
Oh, okay. I gotta download that as well. Okay, so welcome everyone. We have Ahmed, we have David, we have Rod, a couple of familiar faces and a couple of new faces as well. So welcome everyone, everybody in the chat box as well. This is a class on kitchen vocabulary. I did a class on the same topic last week and everybody seemed to enjoy it, and it's pretty essential to know how to, communicate food stuff. Pretty essential. So we're going to just continue on and learn more vocabulary, and this time we'll learn phrases as well. So how do you ask for food, or how do you invite people to the dining table, all that stuff. Okay, there are a couple of websites that we'll be using, and I'll link you the websites as we are going along. Okay, so let's see. We should introduce ourselves, say where we're from, say name, say where we're from. What do you want to talk about? There's lots of new students, so we'll get the new students to tell us about themselves. What are you guys, what are you studying, and all that stuff. I'm sure we all meet each other, and we all know each other, so it's cool. So let's start with Ahmed. Hi, Ahmed.
Yes, hi, how are you? My name is Ahmed. I'm living currently in Kuwait. I'm a pharmacist, and it's my pleasure to attend your class.
Perfect. Thank you. Welcome, Ahmed. I haven't seen you in a while, so it's nice to see you again. Next, we have David.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm from Spain and it isn't my first time.
It's not your first time, so that's awesome. Sure, I don't want to introduce myself. I don't want to talk about myself. Thanks, David. Next, we have Gino.
What need to talk?
Oh, just introduce yourself. So where are you from, and what do you study, and why do you want to learn English?
Okay, my name is Gino. I'm from Peru, but I live in Colombia. And I job in my portátil laptop. Yes, I job in internet. My internet is my job.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Gino, and welcome. Next, we have Idris.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
I'm from Indonesia. I'm Idris from Indonesia, and I have bachelor degree in education. I learn English.
You're learning English.
In university. Yeah, but I think I still need to improve my English because I would like to join in the whole in the world, like United Nations or international affairs, because I prefer to go in study abroad for the master level.
Okay, that's perfect. Did everybody have an issue hearing what Idris was saying? Was his voice breaking in and out for everyone, or was it just me?
Right.
It was okay.
It's okay? All right. So, yeah, your voice is breaking out just a little bit, but I could hear what you were saying. So, welcome, Idris. Nice to have you join us. Next, we have Jarno.
I think my microphone has
Oh, no.
problem. I'll speak slow down.
Okay, yeah, because it's breaking up a lot. It's kind of hard to hear.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Jarno, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Jarno. I'm from sunny Finland. It's so hot here, and nice to meet you all.
Thanks, Jarno. Sunny Finland. Wait, you're in the UK now, though.
No, I'm in Finland.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jarno. Next, we have Norbert.
Hi, I am Norbert from Hungary.
Perfect. Thanks, Norbert. And next, we have Rod. Rod.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, my name is Rod. I'm from Peru, and I'm studying English because maybe in 3 years, half of the world is going to speak English, so
Ooh,
I don't want to be late.
So you're planning ahead. To plan ahead, to prepare for what's going to happen in the future. So you're planning ahead. Perfect.
Yes,
Good
I don't
going,
want to
Rod.
be late.
You're like, I don't want to be left behind. Okay, thanks, Rod. Next, we have Vaughn.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name is Van Mariadi from Indonesia.
Oh, that's perfect. And is this your first time? This is your first time here, right?
Yes, this is my first time joining this class. Nice to meet you all. I'm
Yeah,
from
nice.
Indonesia.
Are you from Jakarta or somewhere else?
No, someone in Riau.
Okay, awesome. And why do you want
Western
to learn
Island.
English?
Again?
Sorry?
Sorry?
And why do you want to learn English?
Because I want to practice English.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Welcome, Vaughn. Nice to have you join us. And lastly, we have Victor.
Yeah, I'm Victor from Spain, and I'm learning English because I live in a touristic place, and it's very important to know about this language.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Victor. And is this your first time in my class? I feel like I've seen you in my
Yeah,
class.
yeah,
It is?
your class is
Okay.
the first time. Yeah.
So welcome. It's really nice to have you join us. Okay, so welcome
Thank you.
I can see that there are a wide range of student English learners here from beginner all the way to advanced. But you could always use a little more practice with kitchen vocabulary, right? Yes, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you have a hammer.
Maybe not.
Someone hits the hammer in your background.
Somebody's hitting a hammer in my background? No,
Yes.
there's laundry. So sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. It's gonna finish like really soon, and then I'll be able to get away from it. But for the most part, I'll be talking, and you guys can like ask questions, and hopefully you'll drown out. I'm sorry. They're so noisy. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys, and we are going to be doing this activity first. So matching the pictures with the right words. Okay, can everybody see this? Is this
Yes.
clear for everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay.
No,
This is
not
yeah.
here.
Okay.
No, no.
It's clear? Okay. You know what I'll do is I'll actually link it to you here. So command V. There you go. So that is the website that we are using. I'm just giving it to you guys so you so it's easier for you to see. Otherwise, for the most part, I guess I'll be asking questions and you guys can just like look at what I'm asking and then look at it on your own screen so it's clear. Okay? So there are 15 words and the pictures are along with it. All right? So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do it a little differently. So I'll ask you, okay, let's go in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you guys will try to explain to me what number 1 is, and then we will look for the correct answer down here. Okay? I just want to ask, is the noise in the background, is it really, really distracting? Like, is it like, can you not focus on anything else? Is it really bad?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let me just see if I can move a little bit. Hold on. You guys hold on. I will be right back. Just give me a minute. Okay, is that like a little better or is it still really, really bad?
It's better.
It's better? Okay. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do about it. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am. I'm going to move for the next class, so hopefully it'll go away. Okay, so let's start. I'm not going to be using Google Chat for this class. I'm going to be using Verbling Chat. So for all the students who are using Google Chat, I'm not going to be there. I'm just going to be on Verbling Chat. Okay? Alright, so let's start. So let's see. Everybody has the website with them? So let's start. Number 1. Let's do number 1 together. So, what do you guys see number 1 as? You can describe it to me.
Shell.
It's a shell? Yeah. Shelf.
Yes.
Shelf. It's a
Yes.
shelf. It's pronounced as shelf. Okay,
Yes,
and what
yes,
is
shelf.
yeah, and what is the shelf in?
Yes.
You guys can talk, like everybody can talk. It's not just like one
Oven.
person.
In the oven.
Yeah, exactly. It's in the oven, right? So everybody knows this is called, what is this whole thing called? Okay, this whole thing is a conventional oven. Okay, so this is a conventional oven. And on top we have a stove. Okay, so 1 is an oven. All right, so we just write 1 over here. Okay, all right. What about number 2? What do you guys see on number 2? What is that?
Cooker.
It's a cooker? Yeah, exactly. So this whole thing is called a stove, all right? And a stove has different parts to it. So one part is an oven. This is the conventional oven that you use for baking. And then you also have the top part, and these are called range and cookers. Okay, we covered in the last class what kinds of range and cookers do we have. Okay, so you can have an electric stove, and then you can have a gas heated stove, right? Yeah. So you have a gas stove where the fire burns on top, and then you have an electric stove, which is, it's a coil, and then it gets really hot, and then you cook on it. Okay. So the different parts of the stove, you have the oven for baking, and then you have the cooker on top for, you know, using pots and pans to cook. All right. Next, let's see number 3. What is number 3?
Sink.
Yeah, exactly. Number 3 is the sink. So what part of the sink is number 3? Okay. You're going to tell me what part of the sink number 3 is. So this like little hole in which the water falls. What part of the... Anybody knows? It starts with a B. No, it is called a basin. A basin. Has anybody heard that word before? Basin? Man, you guys are quiet today. Okay, so this is the sink, and the part of a sink in which the water falls into, this hollow, is called a basin. Okay, what is this? Number 5.
Tap.
Yeah, tap or a faucet. Okay, faucet. So the difference between a tap is just this thing here in which the water comes out of. Okay, a faucet is this thing along with these 2 handles. What do these handles do?
Allow water.
Sorry?
Allow water to flow.
Yeah, exactly. They turn the water on and off. So a faucet is this entire thing. Tap is usually just where the water comes out of. Okay, but they're used interchangeably. So tap and faucet right here. So this is number 5. Okay, what is number 4?
Coffee machine.
Ooh, number 4?
Oh,
No,
mat.
That's okay. All right, number 4 is a mat. That's right.
Yeah, mat.
Yeah, number 4 is a mat. What about number 6? Norbert, go.
Coffee machine.
Perfect. So number 6 is a coffee machine. Who here has coffee machines at home? Anybody
I
use?
think maybe.
Yeah. You have a coffee machine at home?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it
I have an espresso.
Yeah, an espresso. Okay, that's cool. And do you think it's easier to make coffee in a coffee maker than to make instant coffee?
I never made coffee, so I don't know.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's very easy.
Is it? I actually think it's like really difficult. Like you have to get coffee beans and then you have to put it and then like the water, and maybe I'm just lazy. Okay. All right. So number 6 is a coffee maker. All right. What is number 7? So over here.
Cabinet.
Cabinet. Okay. Okay. You guys all think it's a cabinet? Number 7.
Drawer.
No, it's a drawer. Okay.
Oh, drawer.
Yeah. A drawer is what you pull in and out. So you open it and then you put it in. A cabinet. This is a cabinet. Can you see under the sink? The door. Something with a door, like a small door that you open back and forth. That is a cabinet. But number 7 is a drawer. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What about number 8? You can tell me what number. Yeah. Can everybody see this? I'll make it a little bigger. It's over here on the top of the drawer. There is the tabletop and there's a spoon on top of it. So we have a spoon, which is number. Spoon. Yeah. Exactly. What are the other utensils? What are the other utensils that we have aside from a spoon?
Fork.
Tablespoon.
Yeah. Yeah, spoon. Tablespoon. What else? Somebody said fork.
Teaspoon. Teaspoon and tablespoon.
Yeah, teaspoon,
one is
tablespoon.
big and one is small.
Yeah, teaspoon, tablespoon. And what other than spoons? What do we have?
Soup spoon.
Soup. Okay, like moving on from spoons.
We have four.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a fork and we have a knife. And we have a spork. Hamid is asking. A spork is when a spoon and a fork are combined together. So it'll be the shape of a spoon, but it'll have like the arms of a fork at the end. Dessert spoon. Yeah, exactly. So we have quite a different variety of spoons. So we have teaspoon, we have tablespoon, we have soup spoon. You guys are awesome for knowing all of these, by the way. Soup spoon, and then we have dessert spoon. Okay.
Tablespoon 50 ml, teaspoon 8 ml approximately. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that's awesome. And you like most people, most houses do at least have a teaspoon and a tablespoon. They might not have all the other fancy stuff, but definitely a teaspoon and a tablespoon. Okay, number 9. What is number 9, guys? It's on the
cup.
counter. Yeah, exactly. So number 9, cup. 9. And we covered this as well. We have cups and we have mugs. Okay? So a mug is bigger than a cup. Okay? So mug is usually, it has a handle, a big handle, and people usually drink coffee in mugs, not cups. Cups are for usually tea. Okay? Okay, what is number 10?
Kitchen roll.
Kitchen roll, yeah. What is the smaller version of a kitchen roll? So if a kitchen roll, no, if you cut a kitchen roll in half, you use it in a bathroom. What is that called?
Toilet roll.
It's called toilet paper. Yeah, toilet paper or toilet roll. Okay, toilet paper or toilet roll. Okay, and they're usually found in like the same part of the department store. Okay, so it's very important. So toilet paper, toilet roll for the bathroom. Okay, kitchen roll for kitchen. All right. Do not get the two mixed up. All right. All right. Number 11. What is number 11?
Cupboard.
Cupboard.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Cupboard. Okay. Number 11 is a cupboard. What about number 12?
Pot plant.
Pot plant. So what's a pot? What's a pot, guys?
We can make meal.
Okay, no, but in this case, a pot plant. What is the pot in a pot plant? So you guys can all see this?
Or flowers.
Yeah.
It's a small enclosed thing that put it in a plant.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So a pot is this bottom part in which you have the soil and the plant grows out of a pot plant. Okay? Another way of saying it is potted plant. Potted plant. Okay? Both are right. Okay? Pot plant or potted plant. You can use both.
Container.
Yeah, exactly. The container in yeah, so the container in which the plant is the pot plant. Okay? What is number 13?
Windowsill.
Okay, what is windowsill. What is this? What is a sill? Okay, who can describe this for me? Okay, so
it is a place.
Yeah,
it
go
is
ahead,
a
Hamid.
place between wall and window.
Okay, it is basically the shelf in front of a window. The shelf in front of a window. Okay, there's like an echo of my voice coming from somewhere. So I'm just gonna mute Victor, I think. All right. So does everybody have do all windows have windowsills? Do all windows have windowsills? What do you guys think?
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. All windows do not have to have windowsills. A windowsill is usually just a little shelf in front of the window, and it's usually just in kitchens. Okay? So, for example, the window in your living room or the window in your bedroom, they don't have to have a windowsill. A windowsill is just usually in a kitchen. Okay? So a sill, if you hear the word sill, windowsill, it's this it's this shelf in front of a window, and you can put stuff on it. Okay? it's used for making more space in a kitchen because you can use all the space you can get in a kitchen, especially from a woman's point of view. More space, the better. Okay. All right. And number 14. What is number 14? Ooh, we made an error. Ooh. What's the error that we've made, guys?
Shelf, right.
Number 14. You guys think 14 is a shelf?
No.
Yeah, right.
No? Okay, we've made an error. There's been a mistake. We need to switch some things
14
around.
is, I think, cupboard.
Yeah, 14 is covered, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So we made an error. Where did we call a cupboard instead? We called, so 14 is a cupboard. So we called 11. So what is 11 then?
Handle.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a handle. So number 11 is the handle. And where is the handle?
In front of the cupboard.
No, the handle is on the cupboard, not in front of the cupboard, on the cupboard. Okay? All right? So we don't say in front of. In front of means when something is lying in front of something. For example, the coffee maker is lying in front of the box of flour. Okay? But when something is attached, this handle is attached to the cupboard. So we say the handle is on the cupboard handle. Everybody knows what a handle is, right? You grab stuff with the handle to open it. Perfect? And so what is number 15?
Shelf.
Shelf, exactly. That is shelf. You guys have been saying shelf like all along. It was the last one. Okay? So were any of these words new to anyone?
Yes, all of them.
Some of them.
Yes? Some of them? Yeah. Which words were new to you, Ahmed?
All of them.
All of them? Really? Oh, okay. Wow.
For me, some of them.
Some of them? Which ones, Ahmed?
For example, mat.
Mat. Okay. All right. So what is a mat? Okay, who can describe it for me?
A small piece of fabric that are
Fiber.
Yes.
Yeah. Fiber.
That are put on the ground of the kitchen.
Yeah. Exactly. So a mat is usually a piece of cloth that you put on the floor. And what is the purpose? Why do you do it?
Maybe when you...
To absorb water, excess water from our hands, from the dishes, and so on.
Ooh,
Keep
that
the
is...
ground clean.
Okay, that is a towel. Okay, a towel is for hands. Okay, a towel is for your hands. Yeah. Sorry.
When you're
wash the dishes, there is an excess water also.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Norbert.
Fall
when you're...
Go ahead, Norbert.
When your feet are dirty.
Yeah, exactly. So what is that mat called? A mat that you put outside the house where people clean their feet. Okay, that is called a doormat. Okay, that's a doormat. So a lot of mothers, they like having their house clean. So what they do is they put a doormat in front of the main door of the house, and when people come, they have to clean their shoes on a doormat. They have to wipe their shoes. Okay, that's how you describe it. So wiping their shoes. Okay, wiping the shoes is that motion where you clean one shoe and then you clean the other by rubbing it on the mat. Okay, so mat is just a generic term for cloth or pieces of fiber that you put on the ground, and it's usually to keep the ground clean, and in a kitchen it's to absorb water. Okay, absorb water. Okay, so if water falls, it can be absorbed, and so people don't slip. Okay, slipping is a very big hazard. Okay, napkin is a mat. What is a napkin, guys? What's a napkin? Okay, napkin is a small. Yeah, go ahead, Norbert.
It's like just a moment. It's like that kitchen roll, but it's smaller.
Yeah, where do you usually find napkins?
In the table when you eat.
On the table. On the
table.
Yeah, exactly. So if you've ever gone out to a restaurant, or if your mother doesn't want you to spill food on your clothes, then you put a napkin. A napkin can either be tissue or cloth. Okay? So for cleaning our mouth and yeah, for cleaning our hands. So napkins, what's another word for napkins?
Towel.
No, towel is the bigger one. Another name for napkins is serviettes. Okay? Napkins. Napkins and serviettes. I've written it in the verb link. Serviettes, yeah. So serviettes and napkins are the same thing. So if somebody asks you, oh, where are the serviettes? They're asking where are the napkins, okay? And like I said, a napkin can either be a tissue, so it can be like the kitchen roll, or it can be cloth, okay? And usually in restaurants, you have napkins that are made of cloth, all right? Because like restaurants are a little fancy. But if you go for like takeout, or if you go for pizza, then they usually have napkins that are like tissues. Why? What can you do with napkins that are like tissues that you cannot do with napkins made of cloth? Okay. Does everybody know this word? I'm gonna write it in the verb link chat, and you guys can tell me what that means. What is this?
Disposable. That can be get rid of when you use it.
Yeah.
Something like, yes.
Exactly. So a tissue paper, a napkin made of tissue paper, is disposable. So you throw it away after you use it. Throw it away after use. Okay? What do you do with the napkin made of cloth? Do you throw that away as well?
No, it's from cloth. We can wash it again and use it again.
Yeah, so it is reusable. So that is how you say it. Something that is disposable, that you can throw it away, you use it once and then you throw it away. But something that you can use over and over after using is called reusable. Okay? Serviettes. Are serviettes disposable or reusable?
Disposable.
Yeah, exactly. Serviettes, napkins, they're usually tissues, so they are disposable. Okay? Wet napkin. What's a wet napkin, guys? Hamid is asking, what is a wet napkin? Okay.
Especially this word is for babies.
Okay, yeah. So,
but generally, women use this.
Yeah, wet napkin is basically the same thing as a napkin or a serviette, but it's moist. Okay, so it's wet, it's moist. It's used for like when you don't have water available. All right. So for example, if you have a baby and you want to change the baby's diaper, and like there's no bathroom or there's nowhere you can go to use water, then you use a wet napkin because the napkin's already wet and you can just wipe the baby with a wet napkin. Okay, because with menthol. Oh yeah, sure. I wouldn't use menthol on a baby's butt. Okay, I wouldn't use menthol on a baby's butt, but I guess you could. Menthol is too strong. Menthol, everybody knows what menthol is, right? It's like alcohol, right? I wouldn't use that on a baby's butt. It's humid. Yeah, humid means wet. So humid is wet. What is when something is dripping with water? How do you describe that? Dripping with water. Will you grab it? Sorry?
Dry.
Dry? No, dripping with water. Like water is falling from it. How do you describe that?
Wet?
Water falling from it.
Yeah, no, that is described as soaked. Okay? So, for example, in the kitchen, if you have a towel and you put it under the water, and when you turn the water off, the towel is really, really wet, and there's water falling from it. Water, when water falls from something, is called to drip. To drip, okay? So when water is dripping from something, that thing is called, it's soaked. It's soaked in water. Okay? When something is just a little wet and water isn't dripping from it, then it's said to be moist. Okay? For example, bread. All right? When bread goes bad, what does it become?
What?
It gets moist. Okay? Moist bread. It's a little wet and then it has fungus growing on it. So the bread, when it goes bad, it's not soaked, it's moist. It's moist because of water and it's gone bad, it has fungus growing on it. Okay, so there are different degrees of how wet something is. Wet just means has water. How much water? So it's moist. or it's soaked, or it's dripping. Okay? These are all different degrees. Soaked uses under the rain. Yeah. So soaked is, for example, when it rains really heavily. When it's very, very heavy rain and people stand under it, then they say that then they are soaked. They're not moist, they're soaked. Does everybody understand the difference? Yeah. Dripping is when water is falling, like drip, drip, drip. Okay, dripping would be when you turn the tap on and then you do not turn it off properly. And then water falls, like one drop of water falls, another drop of water falls. That is called dripping. Okay? So depending on how much water is in what you're talking about, there are different ways to describe it. Wet is just a very general term to say that means that something has water on it or in it. Okay? So, Jarno, you knew all these words?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Almost. Yeah.
Almost? Okay. All right. So this was just one of the. So any questions about anything before we move on to the next exercise, guys? Anybody have any questions? Are you comfortable with all these words? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I'm assuming you guys are all comfortable since you're not saying anything. So here's the next link. Okay. So that's the next website that we're going to be using. Let me.
English for every living, for everyday living.
For everyday living, yeah, exactly. So now we're going to learn some phrases that we can use to describe what we're doing in the kitchen. Okay? Did everybody open that link?
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, Ahmad. Hi, Ahmad. Welcome to class. Ahmad. Okay.
Ahmad.
Ahmad.
I am the cast. Emas.
Okay. All right. So it's a really long document, and this is actually a pretty good document that you guys can use for yourself for later. Keep it with you. But right now we're just going to look at some of the, in the kitchen. The kitchen is the room where food is prepared and cooked. I'm sure everybody knows that because kitchen is a man's favorite part of the house. Is that true, guys? Do you love the kitchen? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
That's where my wife.
Yes.
That's where my wife or my mother or my sister or whatever woman cooks for me. That is where she makes all the food. So I love the kitchen.
No, only eating to help something for our partner or our sister or our mother.
Okay. Well, that's good. Shouldn't be women should not be the only people in the kitchen. But that's how it usually turns out to be. Ahmad, I think you're muted, so if you want to unmute yourself, say hi to us, and then we can go on. So everybody opened the document that I've attached, right? Oh my God, it's like. Okay, Carl.
Charlie, yes, I am here.
Hi, yeah.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome.
There's like a very distracting noise coming from your microphone. I think you turned it off. That's awesome. Okay. So welcome, Carl. Yeah, it's gone now. So welcome, Carl. And how do you say your name? Carly?
Charlie. Is in Basque. In Basque is Charlie.
Charlie. Okay. Awesome. Charlie.
Yes.
Welcome, Charlie. Is this your first time on Verbling?
No, it's 3 times more or less.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're still new.
Yes.
That's awesome. So welcome to class, Charlie. Did you open the document?
Yes, I have
website?
opened the document. Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's read through common expressions used in the kitchen, and there are some pictures to show us what's going on. Okay. Often food is also stored and eaten in the kitchen. So in North America, I'm not sure if it's the same in every country, but in North America, we have a little room in some kitchens called a pantry. What's a pantry?
Storing food pantry.
Yeah. Has anybody ever heard? Yeah. A pantry
What is?
a pantry. It's a storage. A pantry is a room for dry storage. Okay.
Storerooms. Yes.
Yeah. So a pantry is where you would put, like, say, canned food. Okay.
Like
so
drink can be drink or beverage.
Yeah, beverages, exactly.
Right. Okay.
So you store, like when you go grocery shopping and you buy like lots of canned food. Food in a can is called canned food.
Okay.
Or you buy drinks, or even bread. If you don't want the bread to become hard, because what happens is when you put bread in the fridge, it becomes hard, right? Has everybody noticed that?
Yeah.
So if you
Yes.
don't, yeah. So if you don't want the bread to become hard, you put it in the pantry. So the pantry is like a little room in a kitchen. It's not damp. It's not moist. It's just a dry room where you can store stuff that you don't want it to go bad. Okay. So in North America, we have like a lot of houses have pantries in their kitchens, but not all of them. Does anybody have a pantry in their house?
Yes, but it's another room.
It's another room. Yeah, it usually is another room. Like a pantry is inside the kitchen, so it's another room inside the kitchen, and it's much smaller than the kitchen, not as big.
But it's now in Hungary. It's outside the kitchen.
Oh, okay, yeah, we have that in North America in the older houses, so that's called an outside pantry. Okay, pantry that is outside your house or outside the kitchen is an outside pantry. But like in Canada, it gets really cold in the winter. So you don't want to go outside to get, your bread or your canned goods. So they make a pantry inside the kitchen so you don't have to go out in the snow. Okay? All right. So food is stored and eaten in the kitchen. Other homes have a separate room for storing food, pantry, and for eating meals, dining room. How many people have a dining room in their house?
Me?
Yeah. So is the dining room? What's in the dining room in your house, Norbert?
A table, and
Okay.
it's next to the kitchen, and there is no door.
Yeah, and that's usually what. Yeah, so that's usually what dining rooms are like. So they are places where people eat. So there's tables, chairs, maybe a cabinet with like dishes in it, but not always, right? So separate room for the storing food, which is the pantry, and for eating meals, dining room. Kitchens are also used for entertaining informal guests, for holding family discussions, and for doing schoolwork. Who has done schoolwork in their kitchen? Anybody's ever done schoolwork in their kitchen, like your homework?
It's a strange thing to do that.
Really? And do you think that's strange?
Yes, it is strange.
Okay. In North America, it's very common. My sister, she is 15 and she goes to high school. And because my mother is usually in the kitchen cooking, my sister will come and sit in the kitchen with my mom and they'll talk and my sister will do her homework. And then when she's done, she'll leave. And it's not a big deal in Canada and the States to do your homework in the kitchen. A lot of parents make their young kids do homework in the kitchen so they can make sure that the homework is being done. All right? So it's not a strange. Yeah.
I saw in some movies. Yes.
Yeah, you saw it in the movies? It's actually very, very common.
In the movies it's very common.
Okay, go ahead, Hamid.
And we can helping our parents, so it can be useful.
Yeah, exactly. So for a lot of people, they can help their parents. It can be useful in that sense as well. So I can tell that you guys, it's a new concept for you doing homework in the kitchen. It's actually very, very common here. Okay, so let's see. Fred is cooking something. So when you are making something, you are cooking something. Sally sweeps the kitchen floor. So what motion is sweeping?
Cleaning.
Yeah, so this is a broom.
Cleaning.
Yeah, this is a broom. So when you move the broom left and right, like this, that motion is called sweeping. Okay? I mean, in essence, Sally is going to be cleaning the kitchen by sweeping, but that motion of moving the broom left and right, that motion is called sweeping, to sweep. So Sally sweeps the kitchen floor. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's slicing an onion. All right? Now again, basically when you slice an onion, in essence what you're doing is you're cutting it, right? But slicing, when you cut food this way, it's called slicing, All right, so you put it and you cut it in like long pieces. That's called slicing. What is dicing? Dicing.
Dicing. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So cutting.
Dicing.
Dicing. Yeah.
Yeah, make something like cube.
Exactly.
You mean like cube. You cut like cube.
When you make salad, maybe.
Yeah, when you make salad, for example, you can slice a tomato or you can dice a tomato. So let's have a look at the difference between slicing and dicing. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay.
And cut the ice too. Cut the ice. Dicing.
Dicing. Oh, okay. No.
It's
you
different.
can only. Yeah, there's a little difference. So can you guys see that the tomatoes are square? Like so this is diced. This is diced tomato. Now let's look at sliced tomato. Okay. So there's a difference. All right. This is sliced tomato. Can you guys see the difference between it? So these are bigger pieces, whereas diced is smaller pieces. In essence, what you're doing, you're cutting the tomato. But how are you cutting it? So when your mother tells you dice the tomato, she means make it into smaller pieces. But when she says slice the tomato, she wants it to be in bigger pieces like this. Okay? So it's important to know how to cut. If you're just cutting and you don't know which way to cut, different salads use different techniques for slicing and dicing. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions? Any questions? Is it all clear? See, this onion is being sliced. Can you dice an onion?
Of course.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, exactly. You can dice an
Yes,
onion
you
as well.
can.
Yeah, so slice and dice. There are different shapes that you cut it into. Okay. Let's see. Next one. Don't put the cat in the washing machine. Yeah, that's very good. Very good advice, I would say. Whoever's
Sometimes it's a good idea.
That is very good advice. Do not put the cat in the washing machine. Last one. We need a new garbage can. Okay? We covered this in the last class. What is the difference between a garbage can and a trash can and a garbage bin?
Bin is plastic.
Okay.
Bin is from plastic and can is from metallic things.
Yeah, so a garbage can and a trash can are basically the same thing. This thing can also be a trash can. So you can either call it a trash can or a garbage can. A bin is a small basket, and bins are at the house. Okay? This garbage can and trash cans, these are placed outside the house. You put all the garbage from the entire house into a garbage can. But in a bin, like you can have a bin in your room, and the garbage from your room goes into the bin. And then you remove the garbage from your bin and you put it into a trash can outside the house. Okay? So bins are small, usually made of plastic, and they are placed inside the house. Garbage cans and trash cans are bigger, and they're usually made of metal. Trash cans can be made of plastic as well, but they're big and they're outside the house. Okay? Do you guys understand the difference?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, perfect. So, common expressions used in the kitchen. Let's get you guys to read some of these. Ahmed, can I get you to read the first 4, please?
Yes, of course. Sit down and eat. Help me set the table. Please close the refrigerator. Don't hold the refrigerator door open.
Perfect. Thank you, Ahmed. So sit down and eat. That's what your mother tells you to do when you won't listen. Like, sit down and eat. Oh my God.
Sit down and
Yeah. Help me set the table. What does it mean to set the table? So to set the table. What does that mean? Yeah?
For example,
Clean the table.
Ooh, it's not cleaning.
Yes, but when you
brings dishes, forks, spoons.
Yeah, no, to put the food on it. Setting the table is putting dishes on it. So putting plates and forks and knives. People usually tell you to set the table, for example, when it's time to eat. So you come to the kitchen and your mom's like, oh, Norbert, can you please help me set the table? So Norbert will grab the dishes and the forks and spoons from the cabinet, and he will put them on the table, either in front of each individual chair, or he'll just put them on the table depending on how you eat in your house. And that is called setting the table. Cleaning the table is usually after you've eaten and the table is clean, is like dirty. There's food on it and there are dirty dishes, and then you clean the table. Okay? So setting the table is usually already clean. You're just putting dishes on it and you're getting ready to eat. Okay? All right? So you don't say put dishes on the table. The way to say that is set the table. Okay? Please close the refrigerator. Don't hold the refrigerator door open. Okay? Now, please close the refrigerator. That's pretty simple. Somebody has opened the fridge door and you're telling them to close it. Don't hold the refrigerator door open. This is, okay, I do this as well. I go to the kitchen and I open the fridge and I just keep it open and I look into it like it's talking to me, you know? I'm like, what do I want to eat? Like, I don't know what to do. And then all the cold air goes out of the kitchen. So my mom would say, don't hold the refrigerator door open. Okay, that means, that's another way of saying, take what you want and close it. Don't just linger on, stay on for longer. Linger on is just like you don't know what you're doing and you just open the door and you're just looking at it like it's going to talk to you. Okay? So people say don't hold the refrigerator open, close it, take what you want, and then close the door. Okay? Any questions?
No.
No? Perfect. David, can I get you to read the next 4, please?
Yes. Jane, it's your turn to do the dishes. I'll wash the dishes and you can dry. Is supper ready yet? When will dinner be ready?
Perfect. Thank you so much, David. So, David, it's your turn to do the dishes. What does that mean? What is it your turn to do?
Well, it does mean that I must do the cook or washing the dishes.
It means washing. It doesn't mean cooking. It means washing. So, for example, at my house, when we're all done having dinner, so my brother, my mom, and I, when we're done having dinner, I'll say to my brother, it's your turn to do the dishes, meaning I cleaned the dishes last time after we had food, so now it's your turn. So we don't clean the dishes, it's doing the dishes, all right? So this is all how you actually express, like this is very common language in the kitchen. If someone is telling you to do the dishes and you're like, what am I doing to them? Like, it just means clean them, okay? It doesn't mean to put it, I mean, it can mean to clean them and put them away. So you wash them, you dry them, and you put them away, doing the dishes. Why is that a bad expression, Norbert?
I don't like.
You don't like it? Okay. Norbert's like, it's a bad expression. Well, it might be a bad expression, but this is actually what people say. So, doing the dishes. I'll wash the dishes and you can dry. So, is supper ready yet? When will dinner be ready? What is the difference between supper and dinner?
Supper is at night and dinner in the afternoon.
Okay. Does everybody agree with that? That the supper is at night and dinner is what, in the evening?
Supper, I mean, yeah. Okay. Supper means it's served late in the evening at the bedtime, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Supper is like a light meal. Like, it's very, very light. It's not heavy, okay? So,
Yeah.
for example, if you just drink some soup and you eat an
Yeah,
apple.
like soup. Yeah.
Yeah. So you drink a soup and you eat an apple right before you go to bed, that's supper.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Dinner is like a bigger meal. So, for example, at 6 or 7 p.m., you might have dinner. All right? So it's like your whole family sits together. It's like a big meal. It's like as big as a lunch or a breakfast. Okay? So supper. Yeah, go ahead, Norbert.
Sorry, can I use the dinner at 1 p.m. or that is a lunch?
That is a lunch. That is a lunch. 1 p.m. is a lunch. Dinner is anything that you eat after 4 p.m.
Right.
Okay? Dinner is usually between 4 and 7 p.m. is dinner. And then after 7 p.m., say you're going to bed at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., and you eat a very, very small meal o'clock. That will be your supper. And Jarno is saying breakfast and lunch is a brunch. Yeah. So a brunch is usually between 12 to 2 o'clock, and it's the first meal of the day. Okay? So if you don't have a breakfast, if you don't have breakfast at 9 or 10 and you wake up late, because, you know, people start having lunch around 1 o'clock. So if the first meal of the day you're eating is at 12 and it's a really, really big meal, then you call that brunch. Brunch is light meal like supper. No, brunch is usually a big meal. Brunch, like you're combining 2 meals together. So you're putting lunch and breakfast together. It's a big meal usually. Okay? So you guys understand? So yeah.
And picnic is different than supper. Too.
Picnic?
Picnic is different.
Okay,
too.
picnic is when it's like an outing. Picnic is when you like pack some food. Yeah, you pack some food with your family and you go to a park and you eat at the park. That's a
when
picnic.
you are go out. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So when you go out and you go to a park and you take and you pack, you pack food with you, and you go with your family and your friends and you eat outside. That's a picnic. Picnic is like not a meal of the day.
Yes.
So it'll be like breakfast.
Yes, supper
brunch.
and then is the similar that merienda in Spanish. Merienda.
Oh, okay. So I'm writing it down here. So breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, supper. And not you don't have to eat all of these. It's like usually people have 3 meals. They usually have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not going to have a picnic for a while. Why not, Jarno? Is it too cold? Is it too hot? What's going on? Why aren't you going to have a picnic?
It's too cold here for picnic.
Yeah.
I have to wait for maybe 3 months.
Yeah. A picnic is a very like spring or summertime thing. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. What's a barbecue? What's a barbecue?
It's a garden party.
Exactly.
Barbecue, yes.
Yeah. A barbecue is a garden party. A barbecue is also a way of cooking food, right? When you barbecue food, you cook food on a grill. But when you say, I'm going to a barbecue, then you're saying, I'm going to somebody's house and they are cooking food on a barbecue grill in their garden or in their lawn, and it's a garden party, okay? So barbecue can mean both things. Sorry, Ahmed, go ahead.
Like broiled meat or something like that?
Like broiled? No, it's usually grilled. Grilled. Broiled is a little different. Okay, grilled. So when you grill, when you grill meat on a barbecue grill, then you're barbecuing. Barbecue is also an event. All right. So every summer, my mother has a big barbecue in our garden, in our backyard. So she'll invite her friends, and there'll be salad, and then they'll be barbecuing on the grill and sitting and eating and just having a good time. It's a very summer thing to do. Ooh, everybody's hungry now. That's awesome. Everybody's like, oh my God, stop this class so I can go eat. There's gonna be like there's gonna be like nobody in my next class because everybody's like stuffing their faces. Do you guys know what that means? Stuffing your faces. What does that mean?
What Change the face. Change the face for dinner, for hunger.
Stuffing your face is when you eat a lot. Okay? So it's this technically this is stuffing your face. Oh no. This is technically stuffing your face, okay?
To pig out.
So to pig out, perfectly. To pig out. So stuff your face is like you're just eating a lot, okay?
Eat as a pig.
Yeah, exactly. So to pig out and to stuff your face is the same thing. Pig out is a little different because there's usually a lot of food that you pig out on. Okay, so when there's like a lot of food in front of you, you're just like, I'm gonna stuff my face. So I'm gonna eat all of this. Alright? Stuffing your face is the actual physical action of eating. Okay? Alright, let's see. Next, let's get Imad. Is your
Yeah.
Perfect. Hi Imad.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I fixed my problem with my microphone, Well, can you hear me?
Hit the next 5. Can you read those, please?
Okay. It's not clear. It's blurring.
Oh, okay.
Do you
All
have?
right. No, it's actually I sent this link to everyone, so we actually only have a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to distribute the time. Yeah.
That's okay. Hamid, can I get you to read them?
Okay. Tom, will you please load the dishwasher? Put the dirty dishes in the sink. We need an extra chair. Don't eat so fast. Don't cook your food.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Hamid. Will you please load the dishwasher? So putting dishes in the dishwasher is called to load it. Okay, so if someone is telling you, for example, if Norbert visits his friend Mike in England, and that's his name, right? Norbert, Mike.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So if he visits Mike in England, and Mike has a dishwasher, and Norbert is helping Mike with the dishes, and Mike says, "Can you please load the dishwasher, Norbert?" And Norbert's like, "What do you want me to do to the dishwasher?" So he's asking you to put the dirty dishes in the dishwasher and turn it on. Okay? So that means to load the dishwasher, put the dishes, and turn it on. Okay? Don't gulp your food. Gulp is when you don't swallow, when you don't chew your food properly and you just eat it in big pieces. So gulping down your food, it's bad because you can choke on it. Okay? All right. So this is actually the end of the class. I'm sorry. Did the noise go away eventually? Yes? Okay, awesome. So there's going to be no noise for the next class. I am going to end this broadcast, and I'll be right back with the next class, which is on Paris. Yay! So see you guys in like a little bit. Thanks everyone for attending. Make sure you follow me on Verbling and like my Facebook page. And yeah, let me know
Okay, see you.